Hola gente, muy buenas, un saludo a todos. Bienvenidos a GungnirGames. Estamos en mitad de nuestro caso. Mira, vamos a aprovechar a hacer la llamada para saber la dirección de McCaffrey. Bueno, acabamos de ir aquí a la comisaría para decirnos que en este último cadáver sí había un mensaje de la Dalia Negra, pero no en pintalabios.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks, ma'am.
Thanks, ma'am.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it.
You're behind the wheel.
Yo soy el cerebro.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Ahora la bolera.
Let me pose a question. Depends. What's it got to do with? Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away? Depends. On what? On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
Donate today, won't you? And be sure to buy your...
Vaya perro.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
This is business, Florence. You got a guy who works here by the name of Tierney?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter. Clears the jams, works the gutters. Go right in. He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back. He's a nice boy.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Ahí está. No es que esté huyendo de nosotros,
Root beers all around, dog.
Tiernan! LAPD! There!
Oh, un deportivo.
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight.
Ahí te va,
These are
culo
flashy
gordo.
cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
I'm trying to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Bien.
Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
Ush.
Another
Estrellate.
runner. At least we've got a
Wow.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, you
Put your hands in the air!
Bueno, un sospechoso. Pero aún nos queda McCaffrey. Y para ello hay que ir a su apartamento antes.
You can drive. And where exactly are we going?
He's only a writer, so can't really help me.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
Seis. Ahí está.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Optimistic, Cole.
Nope. Ajá, a mitad de la carta.
From the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Vale, no dice nada.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
Oh, soy el tío de los periódicos. A correr, seguro.
Grosvenor McCaffrey!
Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk. I'll go get our wheels.
Corre, Phelps. Oh. Me duelen las manos cuando hacen eso, de bajar así por la barandilla.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight. There he is. See him?
Oh, ya, cánsate.
Give it up, LAPD.
Ya me lo he dado. Sprint final. Placaje.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murder.
Toma regalo.
Summers.
Bueno, ahora sí está todo. Llega el momento de los interrogatorios.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be the cap. Unless Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson? Well, whoever did it. Was that Dalia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dalia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Bueno, aquí todas las pruebas apuntarán a los dos, básicamente. O uno dice la verdad o el otro ha inculpado al otro. Pero para sacar 5 estrellas, el culpable tiene que ser McCaffrey.
I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want the confession from one of them.
Pero ya lo pillaremos ya.
Don't fail me, young fellas.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Mentira.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
Tenemos lo que nos dijo McCaffrey.
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this?
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at it once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
Vale, aquí parece que diga la verdad, pero es duda. Y lo sé porque yo fallé. Es de estas tramposas.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but you know, I'm not so sure.
Claro, que le estás presionando en sí para que te diga más del tema. No es que te esté engañando en el fondo. Estas cuestan de ver, la verdad.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night. And she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Vale, aquí sí que miente. Aquí se nota.
You're lying, Tiernan. You'd been fighting with her. You fought and...
I'm not lying! She got up and left, that was it!
Tiene carácter. Y tenemos la declaración de la licorería.
She left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. She would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, McCaffrey was a hero, McCaffrey cared for the
podría haber un móvil.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. I kicked her out.
Pero es tan mártir el tío que cuesta creerlo.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Un segundo. Vale. No uséis esta porque no os va a funcionar. Tenéis que poner duda.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof.
Además no podríais probar que es suyo, aunque sea de la bolera, porque estaba en el apartamento de McCaffrey.
He can be very cruel.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Hey, you think those Vice boys get any on the side?
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective.
Touché.
Let's see where this takes us.
Vale, esa pregunta es la que le habíamos hecho ya en el bar. Lo del libro.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Mentira, porque si no, no tendría la otra mitad de la carta.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
Pues estuviste allí porque tienes la carta.
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter? What are you talking about? After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you. I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother. So what was it doing on your writing desk? I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
Mientes. Estúpida sonrisita.
I don't believe you killed her. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Vale, aquí tenemos la acusación.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
Vamos a hacer... Bueno, ha aparecido el teléfono, vamos a hacer la llamada.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks for your help.
Esto es bastante concluyente.
Isn't he the cop that won the medal and is solving all the cases?
Joder. Te desorientas aquí.
You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go? It's all been cleared up?
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning.
Lo he dicho al revés. Él se desmayó y ella se fue. Mala traducción, imagino. Mentira.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
Acusación.
You wound up at McCaffrey's. You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
McCaffrey woke me up the next morning, and he showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box, and he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn, and that it was all over the radio, and that he would protect me. And I don't know, detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. And I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it. Was it me?
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
Wait here.
I want to put him down to 1.
Vamos a pillar al otro. Es que así cerramos todas las preguntas.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
Ay, torpe, torpe.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge. Beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore! She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her!
Ya tenemos.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys, you bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand.
Joder.
I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in a prison graveyard.
Ah. Bien. Tened cuidado que aunque lo hagáis todo bien, si hacéis muchos daños a la ciudad y todo eso, os pueden dar 4 estrellas en vez de 5, ¿eh? Os aviso. Bueno, chicos, lo dejaremos aquí. Os dejaré con la secuencia de vídeo que viene ahora y nos veremos en la siguiente parte. Un saludo.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead, first platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Can we rally with the first and try for the Nambus?
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and Infilade. Mate, we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant!
Get back off this fucking bridge! They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions! We only have minutes!
I'm in charge here, Sergeant!
Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant!
What's your unit, Sergeant?
We don't have time for this, Lieutenant!
What's your unit, Sergeant?
I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river.
My orders are to reconnoiter the...
I think that point is now moot! You have 10 men left! My orders are to save what's left! Move out!